Students, how you all are at your home? I hope that you all are fine and good at your home. Okay, in the live session of yesterday's, what we had the introduction of the chapter number 1, the book Moments, that is the lost child. Okay, and what we have done the word meanings and the introduction of the writer Mulk Raj Anand. Okay, and now in this video, students, I will explain you the chapter. Okay, so let's get started. A child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there. Okay, what I have shown you there, students, that a child is there, he is going in a fair and with his parents. What else happened over there? That is, he is happy and excited. Obviously, when we go somewhere or anywhere, the thing which we like, what we used to do, we will be very excited. Okay, next is, but his parents don't buy them for him. Okay, but his parents are not allowing him to buy any kind of stuff over there. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? Okay, then why that child refuses to take the things when someone else is offering to him? Okay, let's have in this chapter. It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Okay, what does this mean? This means that it was a festival of spring. Okay, in the festival of spring, the fair is there. Fair, okay, from the wintry shades of narrow lanes. Okay, from the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Okay, some walked, some rode on horses. Okay, some are walking and some are riding on horses, some are sitting, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. So students, what does this mean? That one boy is running between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Actually, he is very excited and he is not aware that where he is going, here or there. He is just looking on here and there and to the stuffs over there. Okay. Next, come, child, come, called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. Okay, come, child, come. His parents called him, that child, come. And because they are calling him again and again, why, students? Because he is always busy in looking here and there to the stuff of the fair, and he is fascinated by the toys in the shop that are lined the way, and that is why he lagged behind. He hurried toward his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. Okay, he hurried toward his parents. Whenever they are calling him, he hurried toward his parents, his feet obedient to their call. Okay, his feet were very obedient to their call. His eyes still lingering on the receding toys. His eyes are still on the receding toys, or the toys, whatever they are in that fair. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart. Okay, whenever he is stopping somewhere, when he is able to buy that stuff or he is able to want that stuff, what he used to do, he could suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. Obviously, when we want something and we are with our parents and we look towards them, we all are aware that this thing we are not gonna have because our parents are not allowing us to do. Okay, same thing is happening with this boy. Okay, next, I want that toy. He pleaded, Pleaded. He pleaded means he requested. He requested that I want that toy. His father looked at him with red-eyed in his familiar tyrant's way. Okay, his father is refusing him in a very short way and he's looking him in a red-eyed. Okay, his mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender and giving him finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you?" It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. So, what does his mom trying to show him? That there are flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. Okay, now a group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. Okay, there are many kind of insects also, like dragonflies and black bee or butterfly. Why they are waving or they are moving here and there? They are in search of sweetness from the flowers. Okay, the child followed them in the air with his gaze. Okay, what the child was doing now, he is following those insects. Okay, till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it. Okay, what's going on over here is that child is want to catch those flies, but it would go flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hands. And what is going on now, that if whenever he is going to catch them, they fly away. Okay, when his mother gave a cautionary call, "Come, child, come on the footpath." Okay, he ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while. Okay, what he did, he ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind. Attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Okay, now what he is doing, that he left behind and attracted by little insects and worms along with the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Why the insects are coming out? They are just enjoying in the sunshine. "Come, child, come," his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a wall. He ran towards them. Okay, now what again? His parents told him, "Come, child, come." His parents called from the shade of a grove that where they had seated themselves on the edge of the wall. He ran towards them. Next, a shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, what happened? A shower of young flowers was falling upon the child when he entered the grove, and he forget about his parents. He began to gather the raining petals in his hands. Okay, what he used to do now? He is gathering the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove." The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. And now what he have seen, that dove is coming over him, and he shouted, "The dove, the dove," and he ran towards his parents. Okay, the raining petals dropped him from his forgotten hands, and now the petals have been fallen down. "Come, child, come," they called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers around the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Okay, now what was going on? They again called him, "Come, child, come," who now had gone running in wild capers. Okay, now he went to the wild capers around the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took a narrow winding footpath. Okay, now he took the another way, winding footpath which led to a fair through the mustard fields. Okay, now he can enter through the mustard fields to the fair. Now, as they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. Now, what is going on over here? That now he lost his way. Okay, they are near the village. The child could see many other footpaths full of throngs. Okay, he is not able to see his parents now, converting to the whirlpool of the fair. Okay, now he was very confused and fascinated as the confusion was there in the world he was entering. Now he is very unknown, the world is unknown to him. A sweet meat seller hawked gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed around his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. Okay, now he went near to the sweetmeat seller. Okay, he was shouting that gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. Okay, and he's in the corner of the entrance. Okay, many people are there, crowd was there, and kind of leaves like silver and gold leaves are there on the sweets. The child started open-eyed and his mouth watered for the barfi. That was his favorite sweet. Okay, now the child saw that the barfi is there and this was his favorite dish, favorite sweet, and he started starving. I want that barfi, he slowly murmured. Okay, what he said, I want that barfi. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. And now what happened, students? He know that his parents will not give him any kind of things as they deny him every time. So what he did, he start moving on. A flower seller hawked a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. A flower seller hawked like this. The child seems irresistibly drawn. Okay, he went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, I want that garland. Okay, now again child murmured that I want that garland. But he well knew his parents and would refuse to buy him those flowers. Okay, and now that is the thing he refused, and he say that they were cheap. Okay, so without waiting for an answer, he moved on again. Okay, next, a man stood holding a pole with yellow, red, green and purple balloons flying from it. Okay, now a balloon seller is there. He was holding a yellow, red, green, purple and purple kind of balloons over him. Okay, a child was simply carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, and he was filled with an overwhelming desire to possess them all. Okay, now he wants them also, he wants balloons also. Okay, he was carried away by the rainbow glory of their silken colors, but he well knew his parents would never buy him the balloons because they would say he was too old to play with such toys. So he walked on farther. Okay, a snake charmer stood playing a flute to a snake which coiled itself in a basket, its head raised in a graceful bend like a neck of a swan, while the music stole into its visible ears like the gentle rippling of an invisible waterfall. Okay, now the snake charmer is there. What he used to do, he is playing the flute and making the snake come out of the basket in a very graceful way, the snake of like swan. Okay, while the music stole into his invisible ears like the gentle rippling of an invisible waterfall. The child went towards the snake charmer, but knowing his parents had forbidden him to hear such coarse music as the snake charmer played, he proceeded farther. Okay, now when he went towards the snake charmer, he now remembers that his parents had forbidden him. They denied him to hear such kind of music. Okay, and now then he proceeded further. There was a roundabout in full swing. Men, women and children, carried away in a whirling motion, shrieked and carried with dizzy laughter. Okay, now swing is there, student. One swing is there, roundabout, which goes on circle moment. Okay, everyone is there, men, women and children were there. Okay, and they cried and with dizzy laughter they are enjoying that swing. The child watched them intently and then he made a bold request. I want to go to the roundabout, please, father and mother. Okay, now he made a bold request. He desperately wants to go to the roundabout swing. Okay, and he said, I want to I want to go on the roundabout. Please, father and mother. There was no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were not there. Ahead of him, he turned to look on either side. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign of them. Okay, he looked here and there, everywhere. They are not around him. A full, deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood. Crying in real fear. Mother, father, tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fierce. His flushed face was convulsed with fear. Panic stricken, he ran to one side first, then to the other, hither and thither, in all directions, knowing not where to go. Mother, father, he wailed. Okay, now what is going on, students? Okay, imagine yourself, you are in a fair and you are not more with your parents. Okay, what will you do then? Okay, you can't do anything. Okay, this child was very much afraid now. He's scared now that what will he do? Okay, his yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy. Okay, now he was looking here and there and running to catch his parents, but what happened? He found no one. Okay, and his clothes became muddy. Having run to and fro in a range of running for a while, he stood defeated. His cries suppressed into sobs. Okay, having run to and fro. Okay, to and fro like a pendulum. Pendulum runs like to and fro. In that way only, he is also running to and fro. And what happened is, in a range of running for a while, he stood defeated. Okay, he stood defeated. He is not able to find his parents. His cries suppressed into sobs. At little distances on the green grass, he would see through his filmy eyes men and women talking. Okay, now what happened next is, what he is looking at. His eyes are filmy, means emotional. Tears are there in his eyes, and men and women are talking about that. Look at this child. He is lost, we think, and all. But he tried to look intently among the patches of bright yellow clothes, but there was no sign of his father and mother among these people. Okay, but why? Because students, his mother and father have been wearing bright yellow color clothes. Okay, that's why he was not able to see them. Okay, who seemed to laugh and just talked for the sake of laughing and talking. Okay, people, what people are doing? People are just seeming to laugh and just talk for the sake of laughing and talking. He ran quickly again, this time to a shrine to which people seemed to be crowding. Okay, what he did, he ran quickly to this time to a shrine to which people seemed to be crowding, or where the place was overcrowded. He ran towards there. Every little inch of space here was congested with men, but he ran through people's leg, his little sob lingering father mother near the entrance of the temple. However, the crowd became very thick. Now he went to the temple. Okay, he ran towards every inch of the space. He just went there congested with men. Okay, but he ran through people's leg. Okay, and sob lingering like mother and father. Okay, now men jostled each other, heavy men with flashing murderous eyes and hefty shoulders. The poor child struggled to thrust away between their feet, but knocked to and fro by their brutal movements. He might have been trampled underfoot. Okay, now what was going on there? The poor child struggled to a thrust away between their feet, okay, but knocked to and fro. Okay, they are just moving him to and fro by their brutal movements. Okay, he might have been trampled underfoot. He had not shrieked at the highest pitch of his voice, "Mother, father." A man in the surging crowd heard his cry and, stooping with great difficulty, lifted him up in his arms. Okay, so what he is trying to do is, a man in a surging crowd, in that crowd, he heard his cry and, stooping with great difficulty, okay, he lifted him up in his arms. Okay, How did you get here, child? Whose baby are you? The man asked as he steered clear of the mass. Okay, now the man was asking about him, that who are you and how did you get here? Whose baby are you? Means he is asking about his parents. Okay, the child wept more bitterly than ever now and only cried, I want my mother, I want my father. Okay, now the child was only crying and screaming that I want my mother, I want my father. The man tried to soothe him by taking him to the roundabout. Okay, he was trying to stop him crying, as he was crying a lot, and he was taking to him in a roundabout swing. Okay, next was, will you have a ride on the horse? He gently asked as he approached the ring. Okay, now when they got towards the ring, what he asked him, that will you have a horse ride? The child's throat tore into 1,000 shrill sobs and he only shouted, I want my mother, I want my father. And again now the child's throat was tore. Okay, in 1,000 shrill he was screaming, he was shouting that I want my mother and I want my father. Okay. Okay, the man headed towards the place where the snake charmer still played on the flute to the swaying cobra. Okay, now the man headed him towards the place to the snake charmer. Okay, and what he said, listen to that nice music, child, he pleaded. And what he requested him, that listen to that music. But the child shut his ears and his fingers and shouted his double pitch strain, I want my mother, I want my father. Again he shouted that I want my mother, I want my father. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright colors of the balloons would distract the child's attention and quieten him. Okay, what he thought, that balloons will make him very look gracy and it would quieten him and he would stop crying. Okay, would you like a rainbow colored balloon? He persuasively asked. And what he asked, that would you like rainbow colored balloons? He asked him. Okay. The child turned his eyes in from the flying balloons and just sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. He was only saying or shouting only one thing, that I want my mother, I want my father. The man, still trying to make the child happy, bore him to the gate where the flower seller sat. Look, can you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like a garland to put around your neck? Okay, now the man was trying to soothe him with all the things the child have watched earlier, and he was wanted to buy but when his parents are not there around him, he is not able to buy anything, and he was feeling very afraid, like who is there with him or where my parents are. Okay, and now again the man tried to make him happy by saying him and asking him about the garland. Now let's have the next. The child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob. Okay, I want my mother, I want my father. Now he again put his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob, that I want my mother, I want my father again. Thinking to humor his disconsolate charge by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter to the sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed, I want my mother and I want my father. So students, this was the story, and the story was about a child, okay, in which he with his parents goes to a fair, and what he sees, he looks here and there everywhere, and he looks the things that attract him, like flowers and garlands and bees, butterflies, and the snake charmer's flute, etc. Okay, first of all, when he was with his parents, okay, he was wanting desperately that I want these things, okay, but when he saw that his parents are not around him and he lost in the fair, okay, what he did nothing, only screaming that I want my parents, I want my father, I want my mother. Okay, this was a story written by Mulk Raj Anand, students. Okay, In this video we have done the whole of the chapter, okay, and in the next video, students, we will have the question and answers, okay, after your summary of the chapter. Okay, now your assignment is that, okay, try to do these questions on your own. Okay, you have to do these questions in your notebook, in your Fair MCB Moments notebook. Okay, these 5 questions. Okay, and your next homework is you have to draw a characteristic of a child, okay, who have been lost in the fair. Okay, draw a character sketch, write a character sketch of this child, okay, and the man who found him in the crowd. 2 characteristics you have to write. First is of child and second is of the man who found him in the fair. Okay, 2 characteristics, and these 5 questions is your assignment. Okay, students, hoping that you have thought, you have learned the things, and you have got the chapter also. Okay, students, and take care of yourself. Okay, and you have to mail the homework. You have to mail the homework on the ID I am giving you. Okay, this is your mail ID on which you have to submit your assignment, students. That is purnimavbb@gmail.com. Okay, POORNIMA purnimavbb@gmail.com. Okay, on this you have to upload your assignment. Okay, and you all are aware that assignments are having marks. Okay, marks are there out of 20. Okay, your internal assessment is there. Okay, students, now this was your video, and I hope that you have done all the things. Okay, just write down the word meanings, okay, in your notebook also. Okay, and these questions in your notebook also. In the next video I will tell you the question answers as well. Okay, but you have to do it before with yourself. Okay, thank you, take care, and take care of yourself.